sends us out past the 20 to the 24. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go play action here with Rattler. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 69 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
Last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Allen. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Buffalo Bills.
Allen off the play fake. Being chased out left. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now Allen. He completes it to Olave. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Olave. 36 yards. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Seven, our score after one. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it second down and 11. Throwing is Rattler. And that's complete to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Saints.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have third and long coming up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. Here's a catch right side. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
First and 10 at the 49-yard
So
line.
one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Cook up the gut. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
13 yards.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rattler wants to throw it. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. To the air is Rattler. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. He stiff arms him, and he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
To the air, Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Complete to Olave on the out route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Allen to throw once more. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions, and just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
From the gun, here's Rattler. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The slot man in motion right. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Here's Rattler.
He gets it to Cooks. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll go. Here's Rattler.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert it, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. A little juke. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Prater on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Rattler.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll drop the throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their...
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down.
That is caught. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Complete. It's Johnson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches You're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And Oliver able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The Bills' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.